Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. As a musician myself, today is the debut, to my surprise. This is Max Payne 3. One song today, and it's called Tears. This is from the channel Health. And yeah, this is requested by the BRM and Shadow. I do like one of the notes the requester left. It says, "This is my favorite VGM track and it got me into the amazing band that made this amazing song." I love hearing stuff like that. I've always heard of Max Payne, and I never played it, and I was wondering why I've always heard it, and then I saw why in the bottom right. It's Rockstar. I've always played Rockstar games. I feel like I knew that, but I guess not. I didn't know there was Max Payne. Or I didn't know it was Rockstar, but now I know for sure. This is the third one, so I don't know how many there are. But like I said, I've always heard of the game Max Payne. I've always seen this... the cover art for the first or the second one is like black and white. Oh, Health is the band. I see it says right there, Tears by Health. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know what to expect. You know what? If I had to guess, this was made for the game, but I don't know. Rockstar does use a lot of licensed music, so let me know. Anyways, Tears from the band Health. Max Payne 3. I'm excited. Debuts are always fun. Let's go. Unmute the video. Oh, it wasn't even muted. It's just a slow start. Jump scare. Let me show you the image I'm talking about that I've always seen. You probably know what I'm talking about. Yep, there it is. I've seen that. Oh god. I've seen that for years and years and years. I always thought that was Claude from GTA 3. That's why I thought it was Rockstar. Yeah. Okay. New York fugitive undercover cop. Nothing to lose. Fugitive undercover cop? My brain immediately went to Payday 2. Or Cyberpunk. Let me see when Max Payne 3 came out. 2012. I just saw a quick synopsis. It's a third-person shooter. Does it play like GTA? Like, do they share engines? Wait, 2012? That was like... that was still GTA 4 era, so... The Lost and Damned and Ballad of Daytona. Right before GTA 5. Has a kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of vibe to it. The sound. Steampunk the right word here? I never heard of Health. what this reminds me of? Night Call by Kavinsky. It's giving me that kind of... Yeah. I don't know what you call that aesthetic. But like, yeah, Night Call by Kavinsky. I don't even know where that song is from. I don't even remember where I heard that song. I don't know if it's from a movie or something, but I do remember the first time I heard Night Call, I was like, oh my god, I'm adding that to my playlist immediately. I've been hearing that song for at least, god, it feels like 10 years. When was this song released? Does it say? I can't see it right now. I just saw the lyrics. But yeah, that same kind of like vocal style, you know, right? Dun, 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 dun. But with like kind of the whispered, almost like just talking vocals in the background with heavy reverb. And then the whole feeling of this like kind of pulsating. I've never like dove into these cultures because there's a lot of them. Like I said, I never like studied them, so I don't know which is which. But here are just some words that come to mind, and you may see where I'm going with this. Stuff like steampunk, vaporwave, synthwave, just that kind of style, I guess, is what comes to mind visually. I don't know what each one of those mean. And then also like cyberpunk as well. Sci-fi, you know, just whatever those were. If you were to cook all those words together, I feel like that's what was here. Okay. Well, the first time I hear Max Payne, not what I expected. Oh, and The Matrix as well. It kind of reminded me of The Matrix. Sort of. Aesthetically. Although I haven't seen the game yet. I guess I could do that in the meantime while I bring this up. So yeah, like I said, I've always heard of the game. And I think that was because I've played every GTA except for Chinatown Wars. So I mean, like, by association, you kind of see like what other games, similar to how Red Dead, I always heard of it, but I never played it yet. So, but I do remember Max Payne sticking out because the cover art looks like the protagonist of GTA 3. And, funny enough, I've been listening to the GTA 3 theme song like all week. I mean, I've been listening to it for years, but you know, sometimes you just like get a resurgence, and I've been listening to that theme again for the past week. It's so good. I'm not seeing any like screenshots of the game. I'm seeing like a lot of promotional material. So it just looks like a lot of guns. PC, PS3, Xbox 360. Okay. Looks kind of over the shoulder, maybe like the Gears of War thing? Or was that always a thing? I don't know. I'm literally looking at like 3 screenshots, so I don't want to pull up a whole video yet. Former NYPD detective Max Payne as he works as a bodyguard in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The game takes place 9 years after the events of Max Payne 2. Critics praised the game's narrative, gameplay, and action, though some noted a change in style from previous installments. That usually means bad. Do they deviate a little bit? But yeah, I would have to assume like when I say I'm a fan of Rockstar, I've only played 2 games, and they're very different from each other. One everyone knows, and one nobody knows, and that's Thrasher Skate Destroy. If you ever heard of that game, then props to you. But I have heard of like Bully, Max Payne, Red Dead. I've always treated those the same way, like, oh, they exist and maybe one day I'll get to them. But I don't know if they actually play their own way. Oh, and there's that other one, that like game that was banned, right? Manhunt? Was that Rockstar 2? I think it was. So I've always been curious, like, do they play like GTA, or do they really just kind of have their own thing going for them completely? And it's nice to know that Max Payne is still, or well, I don't know about still going, but went past that first initial game. Rockstar does very well, but one thing I've always commended them for was their storytelling in GTA. I know even when I was a kid, and like my friends would play GTA, like they would all just like my friends would just kind of do like destruction, just blow stuff up, and get the cops called and all that. I always kind of just fancied the story. I thought it was really, really good, and this is before I even like watched movies like Scarface and stuff that it was inspired from, or even like Boys in the Hood, and which I didn't even watch until like earlier this year. So because of GTA and Rockstar, I kind of like enjoyed those movies later on in life. So what I'm saying is I have a good feeling, just based off the synopsis, that this is probably a really good story too. Former NYPD fugitive. That sounds like it's just, scheming with all kinds of things. But anyways, the song, well, it was good. It's just called Tears, so I have no idea. I can't wait to see what people say about it. But yeah, it just really reminded me of Kavinsky's Nice Call, which is an amazing compliment. Just that whole pulsating electronic thing. And I've kind of noticed, I've said it before, that one of these requesters, I think they kind of fancy this style, this aesthetic, and not just in music, but in games, because I'm pretty sure one of the requests was also like some older Konami games that have that kind of aesthetic too. Snatcher, I think. And yeah, I noticed some patterns here. So I guess that's what happens when some requesters have been here for a while. So yeah. Oh, there's that other game it reminds me too of. I always forget how to pronounce it. The DEUSEX. Is it Dos Ex? I always forget. But that one, it reminds me of that too. So let me know which category this falls under, and did you enjoy this game? Did you enjoy Max Payne, which is the best one? That was really cool. Never heard of this band. Let me know if they made it for this game. Or if it is just a licensed song Rockstar use, which is something they do. Cool. That's it. There's a lot of views on this, by the way. 2 million views. Woo. That is the debut of Max Payne 3. By the way, I have no other Max Payne requests at all. So is this a series that's known for its music? At all? That's it. This is the debut and finale of Max Payne on the channel. There are no more. Nothing from 1, 2, or 3. If I had to take a guess, in that case, it's because A, there's really no music in this game. It's really ambient and just kind of there. Or B, people assume I played this game and just didn't request it. Very interesting though, but it's sad to say that there's no more. Until next time, question mark. Thank you to the requesters, and thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.